Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about gifts and the tax applicable on them. If we talk about the gifts in general, the taxation applicable on gifts in India is different. Before, in earlier times when Gift Tax Act was applicable in India, at that time the person who is giving the gift, who is the donor, was supposed to pay the tax on such gifts, and the threshold limit at that time was 30,000 rupees. So any gift which is over 30,000 rupees was subjected to tax. But this Gift Tax Act was abolished in 1998. And after this abolishment, for some time, there was no tax applicable on gift items. This resulted in gross misuse. So because of this misuse, it was felt that it is required to impose taxation on gifts also. So afterwards, when tax was applicable again on the gifts, this time it was the duty of the recipient of the gifts to pay the tax on them. So any person who is receiving the gifts, who is the recipient, is subjected to tax on such gifts. Obviously, threshold limit was set. So any gift which is above 50,000 rupees is subjected to tax. But this limit was not just for one gift. It was cumulative. So any gift, all the gifts which you are receiving in a year, the limit should not exceed 50,000 rupees. If it is exceeding, then the person who is receiving it is subjected to taxation. Now, all gifts are not taxable in India because there are certain ceremonies, there are certain relations which cannot be subjected to tax. One such gifts are the gifts which are received by the newly wedded couple in their wedding from their relatives and friends. And this exception is provided to us under Section 56 of the Income Tax Act. So according to that, any gifts which are received by the newly wedded couple on their wedding day by their near relatives or friends, then such gifts are not at all taxable. And such gifts can be anything: house, property, jewelry, cash, anything. So there is no threshold limit for these gifts, and these gifts are tax free. So if you are getting married on your wedding day, you are getting any gifts, then such gifts are tax free, and there is no threshold limit on that. In India, it is very common for exchange of gifts during the wedding, but all gifts received during the wedding are not tax free. Any gift which a relative is getting from another relative is not tax free. Only those gifts are tax free which are received by the couples, by the bride and the groom. So if there is any exchange of gifts between the relatives, then such gifts are not tax free, such gifts are taxable. However, there are certain there are certain gifts received by one relative from another relative which are fully tax free in case of certain specified relatives. Okay, and there are certain specified occasions, that's an exception, but in general, those are not tax free. And one more exceptions are there. Only those gifts are free which are received on the wedding day. If any gifts, any jewelry, any cash is received before the wedding, like if a girl gets some gifts during her engagement or during other ceremony, then such gifts are not tax free, because at that time she was not part of that particular house. So any gift she was getting from groom's side, then such gifts are not tax free. Only those gifts which are received at the time of wedding at the wedding day. So if you are doing wedding, if you are getting married, then this thing is very helpful to all those couples who are getting married to know that the gifts received by them during their wedding are tax free. I hope this video was helpful to all of you. In case you have any query in regard to law exams or legal matters, you can reach out to me on my email ID, on my Instagram ID. The link for the same is provided in the description below. Thank you very much.